to inspire you into that mindset that will enable you to have the victories that you so greatly desire. My name is Christopher Thomas, a fellow affiliate of the Vida Divina family, and of course it's always my distinct pleasure to be sharing with you on this platform. Of course, I see the numbers are moving northerly, and for that we are grateful. Every single person here this morning that has joined us, we deem your time to be extremely, extremely important, and we deem your presence as well to be important. Now, I want to ask this morning a very, very, very important question. And I'd like as many people as possible to respond to this particular question. The question I want to ask us this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is what, in your opinion, is the number one paying profession globally? What, in your opinion, is the number one paying profession globally? What, in your opinion, is the number one paying profession globally? Can you type that in the chat? Somebody says network marketing. Who else would like to share a thought? What, in your opinion, just type it in the chat. What, in your opinion, is the number one paying profession globally? Anybody else would like to respond? No? Nobody else would like to type in the chat to tell us what the number one paying profession is globally? All right. So, Okima, you said network marketing. So it's not network marketing, but it's a part of network marketing, which is sales. Sales, ladies and gentlemen, is the number one paying profession in the entire world. Everything that generates huge sums of money has to do with sales. The 3% of the global population that, according to statistics, rules the 97%, they do so by selling something to that 97%. Even though the 3% is where the bulk of the money is, the 97% are the consumers. They do so by selling something to somebody. Look, for example, in your community. Look in your parish or your state, right? Or your city rather. Look in your country, yes, to see around you what is taking place. So, for example, you have your gas stations, they are selling gas. You have your supermarket, your wholesales, etc. Those people are selling food items for your, for you to consume. Look at the car you drive. Somebody sold you that car. The parts for the car. Somebody would have sold you those parts. The doctor that you visit. Did you just get up and visit that doctor? Somebody would have told you about the doctor. So the doctor would have done some advertising, meaning that he's trying to sell himself or herself. The lawyer that you know is trying to sell his or herself. So the entire world is encapsulated by sales. The people who are making the money globally, they are doing so by selling something to somebody. And so therefore, that is why Marie Lindsay would have made herself a part of the Vida Divina family, because Vida Divina is not just about networking and marketing. Vida Divina is more about sales with the other benefits that comes with it. Yes, that's what it is. So this morning, I would like to share with you a simple tip on how you can improve or think differently about sales, and how this one tip can help you and the people that you love to achieve the thing that you want. But before I go on, for the people who are selling things, let me ask a question. Why do you think people sell? Just type it in the chat. Why do you think people sell things? Just go and type it in the chat. In your opinion, why do you think people sell things? Anybody, just type it in the chat. Why do you think people, to make a profit, Carlene? Keep them coming. What else? Why do you think people sell things? Carlene said to make a profit. Yes, to make a profit. Very, very good response. Anybody else would like to chime in? Why do you think people sell things? If you, for example, you are selling Vida products, why are you selling these products? Tell me, why are you selling these products? Anybody, just type it in the chat. Outside of Carlene. Carlene hasn't responded, but who else would like to respond? Nobody else? All right, fine, to make money. Christine. It's yes, making a profit is different from making money. Yes, because you can only make a profit on what you have invested. But the average person is trying to make money. That's the objective. You are trying to make money. And the big question now is, why is it that you are trying to make money? That's the question. Why are you trying to make money? We are here to inspire. We are here to empower. We are here to motivate. And this morning, I'm going to share with you an important thought that should allow you to change your perspective on how you treat your sales going forward. So Josephine has answered the question. Josephine says to make their daily living. Of course, that is the reason why people sell. People are selling things so that they can use that money to achieve whatever financial objectives they have, to improve their standard of living is another response. Yes? So for example, people sell because they want to send their children to better schools. People sell because they want to live in the particular zip code that they desire. People sell because they want to drive the best automobile possible. People sell things because you want to make sure that if you need to go on a vacation, you don't need to be thinking twice about it. You should be able to afford it. People sell to feed themselves. Are you with me this morning, ladies and gentlemen? If you're following the train of thought, drop the number 7 in the chat if you're following the train of thought. And so this morning, I would like to share with you a simple principle that should change your perspectives on sales going forward. It has changed mine, and I'm hoping that it will change yours as well. So listen, for every single person on this call, if you believe that you're a salesperson, drop the number 1 in the chat if you believe that you're a salesperson. Just drop 1 in the chat if you believe that you are a salesperson. Are you a salesperson? Number 1 in the chat. Just throw that in the chat. All right, good. Number 2, considering the fact that we have already established that sales is the number 1 paying profession globally. All the people that are earning monies, whether it is from the movie industry, whether it is from the island gas industry, whether it is from the hotel industry, whatever it is, they are selling something. If you consider that you are cognizant of that, if you believe that you can achieve your financial goals through sales, drop the number 7 in the chat. You believe that you can achieve your financial goals now through sales, drop the number 7 in the chat. Fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, considering all that has been said before, here's what I want to share with you this morning. If you are going to be generating the monies that you desire through sales, the perfect way to achieve that, or the only way that you will achieve that, is if you have a financial target. Do you agree with me this morning? If you agree with me, drop 1 in the chat. If you don't have a personal financial target, you cannot make money through sales. You will only be pussyfooting around, as they say in colloquial languages. Yes? So the people who are making money, and I'm talking about satisfying their financial needs through sales, here's what they have done. These people have decided on the amount of money that they need to earn through sales, whether it be on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, or over a 5-10 year period. What have they done? These people, they determine the amount of money that they intend to earn through sales, and that for them becomes the driving force in sales. If you agree with me, drop the number 7 in the chat this morning. These people, they have decided that, look, in order, the house that I need cost $20 million, for argument's sake. The car that I need to drive is another $10 million. The school my children should attend, the tuition for that is just about $1,000 on a monthly basis or an annual basis. And so they have a financial target. So what am I saying to you this morning? The starting point of your success in sales begins with your financial target. The success, yes, of you in sales, it comes down to your financial target. Do you agree with me this morning? If you agree with me, drop the number 7 in the chat. Without a financial target, you are only going to go around in circles. If you do not have a financial target, and I'm going to show you now how this ties in with me. So while working my 9 to 5, I started Vida Divina in 2019, September to be exact, during my birth month. And of course, you all know I was just selling the products. I was just selling products left, right, and center. I wasn't interested at that point in time in building a business out of it like that. Because of course, I have my 9 to 5. You know what I mean? And in my mind, that 9 to 5 was a job, that a coveted job here in the public sector in Jamaica. Right? My salary at that time was about 3.9 million Jamaican dollars. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when I started selling the products and saw the monies that were coming in, I said, but my God, if I do this the right way, I can make 10 times my salary. And then now my eyes became illuminated, because I now saw the house that I wanted to purchase. I saw the car I wanted to purchase. I saw the zip code in which I wanted to live. I saw all of these things started to come before me. So what did I do? I gave myself a target. The first target I gave myself was to earn on a monthly basis what my CEO earns within 1 year. I'm going to tell you now. My first target was to earn, yes, my CEO salary. And can I tell you, I met that target more than 5 times, right? And that was why I was able to quit my 9 to 5 job, ladies and gentlemen. So of course, without that financial target, I would still be at my 9 to 5 right now, sitting down, because I wasn't working towards anything. And so that is why when things are rough, I am still holding the course. That is why when things are good, I am holding the course. That is why when the distraction comes, I put them aside and focus on what I'm doing. Why? Because there's always a financial target. What the financial target does is that it holds you accountable, ladies and gentlemen. Your financial target holds you accountable. But not only does it hold you accountable, it steers you into the direction that you are supposed to be going in. It keeps you focused. Your financial target will always keep you focused, because you know if you're not meeting that financial target, then what is going to happen is that the things that you set out to achieve, you will not be able to achieve them. If you agree with me this morning, drop the number 7 in the chat. And so therefore, I am suggesting to us this morning, every single person on this call, you are here with me this morning, and you are listening intently, and you are engaged. But the question is, do you have a financial target for yourself? Here's the best way to document your financial target. The best way to document your financial target is not to set a daily target. It's not to set a weekly target. It's not to set a monthly target, but set an annual target financially. How much money at the end of this year are you going to be worth as a result of your sales or your Vida Divina business generally? That's a big question. How much money will you be worth? So we're not talking about worth now. We're not talking about hoping. I'm talking about actual money in your hand at the end of this year, or the end of whatever year you set the target for. If you do that, then that is how the incremental targets now add up to the larger target. And what am I talking about? Your daily targets, your weekly targets, because you're going to break that down now into daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly targets, looking towards that big target that you have for yourself. I'm going to share something with you. My aunt joined this business. She's never on any calls. She's always so busy that she's never on these calls. But she's in the business and is doing very well. So my aunt joined this business last year, about January. We're in 2023 now. Yes, she came in about 2022. And she came in and she decided with her daughter. Her daughter is an entrepreneur. She said, listen, you know what? I don't own a house for myself. She was paying rent at the time. And she decided that, look, she looked at the business. She looked at the amount of money she can earn from the teas, selling the teas. She looked at the amount of money she could earn from selling the coffees. She looked at the amount of money she could earn from selling the supplements. And what my aunt did in collaboration with her daughter is that they decided that, look, we are going to sell X amount of products every single month for the year. And we are going, in the middle of the year, we're going to start the construction of our house. Ladies and gentlemen, December gone, I visited my aunt in the country. Her 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, living room, dining room, carport, veranda was constructed through Vida Divina. She had a financial target and she worked assiduously towards that by selling the products right over there in St. Catherine, West Prospect, to be exact. Right? So the question is, do you have a financial target? If you don't have a financial target, then I'm saying to you this morning, document your financial target. What is that target that you, pardon me, would like to achieve over the year? This year, we're almost 6 months into this year now. So we have another 6 months to go. For the rest of the year, Myrtle Davis, what will be your financial target? For the rest of this year, Tara, what will be your financial target? Marie Lindsay, for the rest of this year, what will be your financial target? Okima Gordon, for the rest of this year, I know you have documented yours from January, Okima, so let me not talk to you. Charmaine Bonds, what will be your financial target? Yvonne Sherwood, Enrithia, Robinson, Violet Williams, Dalton, yes, what's that, Marilyn, Jeru. What will be your financial target? Document that target and allow that target to be your driving force. So guess what happened? You see, when rain is falling, you're still going to sell products. You see, when the snow is coming down, you're still going to be selling products. You see, when the sun is hot, you are still going to be selling products. You see, when people are saying that, all the negative things about you, you're still going to be retailing your products. You see, when the family is in upheaval, you're still going to be selling products. Do you know why? Because your product sales are driven by your personal financial target. It makes it a lot easier. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this to you. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, enthusiastically acted upon, must inevitably come to pass. You are the architect of your destination. You are the architect of your future. Anything that you put your mind to, anything that you believe that is possible, will become possible. All because you believe. The hardest part of your success is believing that you can. That's the hardest part. The hardest part of your success is not the actions that you're not taking. It's the belief that you can get it done. Because when you believe, you will take the actions. When you believe, you know that you will surround yourself with the right people. When you believe, whatever is required that is morally, ethically, and spiritually right, you will do it. Am I talking this morning? Drop the number 7 in the chat if you are in agreement with me. So every single person this morning, leaving this call, you are leaving this call with one objective in mind. Do you know what that objective is? You will now document your financial target for the rest of this year. 6 months to go. What is the target that you are going to document for yourself? I'd like for you to document this target and place it somewhere that you can see it every single morning that you wake up, every single evening before you go to your bed. You look at your target, you visualize you achieving the target, yes? And now the thing to do is to now get that strategic plan in place to actually achieve your target. And I say to you again, whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, enthusiastically acted upon, must inevitably come to pass. I want to thank you all this morning for taking time out of your usually busy schedules to be here with us this morning on this morning victorious mindset. Yes, as we seek to inspire, as we seek to empower, and as we seek to motivate you into achieving the things that God Almighty has in store for you. Have yourselves a productive day. God bless you all. Bye-bye.